So, friends, I noticed something about myself when I was down in New Orleans back at the end of November for a couple of conferences this year. I have really started to fear the question or the invitation, tell me about your research, because I haven't learned to do it very well. And I'd like to do a little series here where essentially I'm practicing doing that. I hope you'll join me for it, and I hope it'll be interesting to you. But I hope in some ways you'll do me the service of giving me a bit of an audience that I can practice answering that question with. In some settings, saying that I study religious rhetoric and religious communication, that's quite a differentiation. When I was at the University of Nebraska in Omaha, nobody else was studying communication relative to religion. So it was quite a differentiator. Not so at the University of Memphis, and certainly not so when I'm with a group like the Religious Communication Association. Of course, everybody that's a part of that professional association is involved in studying religious communication naturally. So, learning to differentiate myself as a scholar, or rather to articulate how I'm different as a scholar, what makes my interests unique, that's been a little bit difficult for me to learn and figure out. So I'm going to spend a couple of posts, and I'll try to do some video with them as well, just trying to better articulate what it is exactly I'm doing as a scholar of religious communication specifically. I will kind of give you the elevator pitch now. Uh, just as kind of a first bit of practice. I study the rhetoric and communication of heroism, especially as it's expressed within white American evangelical religious circles. And to break that down a little bit, there are three major components to that rhetoric and communication of heroism. Number one, worldview. Number two, goodness. And number three, personal significance. It's really in the construction of those three components and how those three components then intersect with those concepts in the wider culture that really define heroism as it's thought of in religious circles. And that is what I want to explore throughout the scholarly side of my career, alongside, of course, the very important classroom work that I do, helping to empower and raise up and nurture young communicators to bring their unique voice into the world. So that's what I like to do over these next few posts here, is explore who I am and who I'm trying to be as a scholar of religious communication. I hope you'll join it for me. I hope that sounds in some way interesting to you. Thanks so much. I'll try to get another post out on this by the end of the week. Talk to you soon.